Guess who's a redhead again? Alright, today. Happy Monday. Happy Cat Herders Day. National Cat Herders Day. This set is dedicated to all the cat herders out there. This first one is called Questionable. Perfect cat herders song. The question we should be asking ourselves is why we fall in love. The people I believe swept it under rugs. I got a feeling too that we need a little contrast before we make another contact and get what we want. I know I tried to work, I tried to make it work with several girls who didn't want it. I know I've cried many tears, at least that's honest. At least that's honest. The question I've been asking myself is why their love. Here's my final judgment, in hell or up above. The family, the teachers, the government, the lovers, the bosses and the leeches, and still there are others. I hope that I please them beyond all measure, but I've got a better use for being clever. So, the question we should be asking ourselves is why we fall in love. The people I've got a feeling to, the people I believe, got a feeling to, what's it? I think I dropped some words here. The question we should be asking ourselves is why we fall in love. The people I believe have swept it under rugs. But I knew that in my head, so it came out when I sang it. I've got a feeling too that we need a little contrast before we make another contract and get what we want. I think I'm gonna say contact, which also works. I know I tried to make it with several girls who didn't want. I know I tried to make it work with several girls who didn't want it. I know I've cried many tears. At least that's honest. The question I've been asking myself is why their love is my final judgment in hell or up above. The family, the teacher, the government, the teachers, the government, the lovers, the bosses and the leeches, and still there are others. I hope that I please them all beyond measure, but I've got a better use for being clever. This one's called Prized. To ever think I'm wrong, to keep myself down, and that is wrong. That's wrong. There's only one fight, one that still ain't right. Fighting myself, and I always lose, so I won't do it. And I wonder if boundaries are for an ugly world, and if a beautiful life flows free and safely. And I wonder if boundaries are for an ugly world, and a beautiful life flows free and safely. Whoa, 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 yeah, whoa, yeah. I realize that I look at women like prizes and presents, not objectifying, just realizing. But it's kinda like Christmas. I wonder what I'm gonna get, and I'm excited at the honor it will be. The longer I wait, the better she gets. But then there's the right moment, are for an ugly world, and if beautiful lives flow free and safely, and I wonder if boundaries are for an ugly world, and if a beautiful life flows free and safely. Ho ho. Oh, oh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I have more homework. I couldn't remember the chords for the chorus, so I just gave the a cappella version there. But this one, the lyrics are a little controversial in the sense that they present some things that are like, well, wait a second here. To ever think that I'm wrong is to keep myself down, and that is wrong. There's only one fight that still ain't right, fighting myself, and I always lose, so I won't do it. And then the chorus, I wonder if boundaries are for an ugly world, and if a beautiful life flows free and safely. And then I say, I realize, for the next verse, I realize I look at women like prizes and presents, not objectifying, but realizing rather that it's like Christmas, and I wonder what I'm going to get. I'm excited at the honor it will be. The longer I wait, the better she gets, but then there is the right moment. And this is it. I wonder if boundaries are for an ugly world, and if a beautiful life flows free and safely. And I think I explored a lot at this time of like, yeah, of course, boundaries are great things. And gosh, if people could just own their side of the road and take care of themselves and not push anybody on anything, we could just kind of flow freely too. So just kind of explicating that concept in my mind. But no, of course, boundaries are very important. And I love what people are echoing about boundaries recently, which are like, my boundaries are my boundaries. They don't necessarily require anything from anybody else. I just, if something, it's like an equation. If this happens, I do this, and I observe my boundaries. So, and to that point I say, may everybody be so kind to each other that they can be super proud all the time. Because, as they say, kindness don't cost a thing. And as a friend of mine, she knows who she is, has an amazing tattoo that just says, be effing nice. And it doesn't just say effing. And it's right. So, as we heard cats today, let us be effing nice as we interact with each other in love and like and friendship and partnership and just interactions. Be effing nice. Be kind. And tomorrow, we've got, we've got Sexy, a song called Sexy. Don't worry, the lyrics are not too profane. And then No, also a good word, a good boundary word. No. So we got Sexy and No tomorrow. All right. Until then.